All right, I have to tell you, the heroin overdose death rate in New Jersey is more than triple the rate nationwide, and now eclipses homicide, suicide, car accidents, and AIDS as a cause of death in the state. 1 in 50 opiate users in New Jersey will overdose. So from Stephen Sterling, New Jersey Advanced Media Star Ledger from July 2015. Today I'm going to demonstrate how to use Narcan, which is a brand name, but the generic version is Naloxone. I'm going to demonstrate this because it's something we all need to know about in Monmouth County, New Jersey, and just as another human being on this planet. There are deaths in every town. Monmouth County is the hardest hit with heroin overdose. It's happening in the highest rate. It's happening to women, young children, teenagers. In suburbia, low, middle, upper class, this epidemic knows no other ground than to just attack it on all grounds. There's been 1,000 lives saved this year alone since the EMS and police officers have gotten naloxone. New Jersey has recently passed a law, September 2015, allowing this to be sold over the counter without a prescription. As a volunteer at a substance abuse facility and someone who works very closely with recovering addicts, this is something I felt I needed to know. I learned how to do it. It takes 2 minutes, and I'm going to use my demonstration speech today to teach you all how to do it as well. So now that you know what to expect today, let's start with reviewing the Narcan kit. What is it? It only works on opioids, heroin, morphine, oxycodone, Percocet, Vicodin, methadone, codeine, and it works instantly. It's 30 to 90 seconds. So what's really going on? Our brain receptors, when you have an overdose, they're clogged with the opioids. So you stop breathing. Your heart rate just stops and you die. What naloxone does is it knocks off the opiates and attaches to the neuroreceptors within 30 to 90 seconds, allowing the person to breathe again and reverses the overdose. It's available at CVS. It's about $20, but you can get it free if you sign up for certain programs. There are no harmful side effects. So if I misdiagnose or I think someone's ODing and they're not, and I administer this, there's absolutely no harm that's going to come to them. Anyone can be trained, and one of the great things is New Jersey's also passed a Good Samaritan law. So if you administer this and you had good intentions and something goes wrong and the person dies or you did it wrong, the New Jersey Good Samaritan laws will protect you. So that's always good to know. So what I did, I walked into CVS, I told them that I needed Narcan. They asked me if it was an emergency. I did tell them in this instance it was no, because I thought it was wrong to misrepresent myself. I told them I was doing a speech. It took about 2 hours. They got a prescription from a doctor. They called it in. I waited 2 hours, and I had this. If it was an emergency situation and I was a mother, a husband, a wife of someone who was pulling up with someone in my car, they could have gotten it to me in under 2 minutes. So, one of the easiest ways to train someone on how to administer this is following the S.A.V.E Me. It's an easy acronym to remember, S.A.V.E Me. So here is the heroin overdose person. As a concerned partner for this person who I knew was using, I went out and got this because I knew that this day might come, and unfortunately I think it has. Because the first thing I'm going to do when trying to find out if this is a situation to use Narcan or Naloxone, on the street they call it Narcan. So even when they get the generic version, Narcan is what they know it as. I'm going to try and stimulate him. I'm going to try and push him. I'm pretty convinced he's got a needle in his arm. He's not responsive. The first thing I'm going to do is call 911. That's the first thing. Now I'm going to check his airway. I'm going to see if there's anything in there. If he's any vomit, I don't see anything. Now I'm going to ventilate 1 breath every 5 seconds. I'm still finding him to be unresponsive. I'm going to go to my cabinet. I'm going to get the naloxone. I'm going to open it. My hands are going to be shaking. It's going to be an intense situation, but they make it very easy. You pop off the top. There's a description on the back. You pop off the other top. Pop off the needle. Screw it in. And I'm going to administer in any of the muscles. I'm going to do it right in his thigh. In 30 to 90 seconds, this could work. If it doesn't, and I'm watching him, I'm going to evaluate him again. And I would hopefully have another second kit. I'm waiting for 911. I'm going to continue rescue breaths. This is not CPR. This is not a cardiac arrest that this person had. So that's why you would push the heart. That's cardiac arrest. This is entirely different, so it's rescue breaths. I'm going to continue to administer breaths to him and hope that 30 to 90 seconds he wakes up. And he has. One more life has been saved from this horrible epidemic that's plaguing all of us everywhere. What I want to say to you is that when I was doing the research for this, I found that there was a gentleman named Hector Alvarez. He's a janitor in public high school. He asked his boss for training. He said, I really need to know as a janitor in the high school how to administer this kind of drug. He got it on a Monday night. On Tuesday, he had the kit in his car. While he was driving home, he stopped at McDonald's. There was a big commotion. In the woman's bathroom, a woman was ODing on heroin. He was actually able to use what he had learned just the night before, and he saved her life. I implore you, if you are around anyone who could be a drug addict, or if you work in a public area, unfortunately, it is time to get Narcan, because we can save lives. And it's so easy to do. Thank you so much.